We'll begin tonight with developments in Edo State, where ahead of the governorship election, the Inspector General of Police, Kayode Gbetukun, has announced comprehensive security measures to ensure a peaceful, transparent and credible electoral process. The IGP has also ordered the restriction of all vehicular movement on roads, waterways and other forms of transportation from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. on election day. Unauthorized security personnel and quasi-security outfits have also been prohibited from operating during the election, while the use of sirens by unauthorized vehicles has been banned so as to ensure calm environment for voters. Well, the IGP also mandated that special attention be given to individuals with disabilities, pregnant women, nursing mothers, the aged, and those with mobility challenges. He equally reaffirmed the dedication of the police to promoting a safe and democratic environment while seeking the support of residents. Earlier, we spoke with the Force Public Relations Officer Olumuyiwa Adejobi on our election countdown program.
The police has taken the bull by the horn to make sure we carry out threat analysis in those states. And this forms the basis for our deployment to various places to make sure we have a very good and perfect electoral process in Edo State. Our deployment is to take care of so many things. One, to escort and guide electoral materials, to protect the INEC officials, accredited observers, both international and domestic observers, to protect all critical facilities, polling units, including, and of course, collation centers.
And President Bola Tinubu has called on all stakeholders in the polls to conduct themselves peacefully. He also implored the governorship candidates, political parties, and supporters to respect the democratic process and the people's will, just as he believes in the voters' ability to make informed decisions. The statement signed by Special Advisor on Information and Strategy, President Tinubu emphasized that democracy thrives on civility, tolerance, patience, and respect for the rules of the game. He notes that the Independent National Electoral Commission is committed to conducting a free and fair election, urging all stakeholders to work together to ensure a successful process. He urged residents to remain peaceful and respectful throughout the voting process. President Tinubu, above all, says is confident in the professionalism and integrity of security agencies, as well as INEC officials. Security has now been intensified in Edo State ahead of the governorship election tomorrow. This is as the Deputy Inspector General of Police reinstates proper identification of security personnel on election day. Residents of Asan, Edo Central Senatorial District, and Irrua have expressed their readiness to cast their votes for the 6th governor of the state. Despite economic challenges, voters are enthusiastic about exercising their franchise. We have more in these packages.
As the governorship election draws closer, the security of the state remains the topmost priority for these security chiefs, headed by the DIG Frank Mba. Making final preparations ahead of the election, the need for special identification for security personnel involved in the election, as well as the safety of corps members, forms the discuss in the crucial meeting.
I want to remind all of us that as we move into the field tomorrow, we should be looking out for infiltrators, we should be looking out for fake policemen, fake soldiers, fake civil defense operatives, fake immigration officers, fake NDLE officers. Be on the lookout. And the only way we can curb this is to make sure that the spatial identification tags that we are going to be providing are utilized appropriately. I want to reassure you that we will all work together to ensure the safety and adequate protection of the corps members.
In a similar manner, I joined the Nigerian Navy ship Delta on an air surveillance of some communities on the waterways with gunboats in preparation for the election.
Worthy of mention is that Nigerian Navy ship Delta in Warri has deployed gunboats in all the waterways, hotspots and choke points adjoining to Edo State through Benin River to ensure smooth and safe conduct of the Edo State off-cycle governorship election in support of the Nigerian police force.
The Nigerian Navy is apt when it comes to synergy with the Nigerian police in terms of securing the waterways. Yes, it has been massive coming through from border communities of neighboring states in terms of Edo and of course Delta, not forgetting as well the ones that is alongside the other ends of it. But one thing is certain, the creeks are really being secured coming through from the surveillance of the air by the Nigerian Navy. Joseph Kunde, TVC News, Benin.
Ad hoc staff of the Independent National Electoral Commission are here to check for their names ahead of Saturday's exercise. Also present are security operatives to maintain law and order as INEC officials prepare to move sensitive and non-sensitive materials to the various wards. Inside, officials can be seen arranging the election materials for onward movement. They were handed over to the supervisory presiding officers who will distribute to the polling units officials. There are several polling units spread across Irrua, and INEC officials here are making efforts to ensure seamless movement of all election materials. Although the electoral officer here declined speaking on camera, he says he is optimistic the process will be smooth. With the distribution of sensitive and non-sensitive materials done and dusted, of course, the arrangement by INEC as well put in place, it is expected that the elections will go on free, fair and credible, and of course without rancor in Irrua local government area. Theophilus Ilama, TVC News, Edo State.
We spoke earlier with the resident electoral commissioner for Edo State, Anugum Onoha, on INEC's preparedness for the election.
On our part, we have done trainings to equip our staff, ad hoc staff. We have done training for the electoral officer. We have done training for an engagement for the people with disability so that nobody will be left alone. We want to conduct all-inclusive election. We've had meetings with the security agencies, and they promise us that they will be professional in their duty. On our part, we have also received material from the central bank, sensitive material. Before we did that, we invited all the political parties. And the assurance we are giving you is that their vote we can't, because our duty here is to implement the vision and the mandate of the Commission. That is to conduct election that is free, fair, credible, and all-inclusive election. Their vote we surely count, I can assure you. Well, I'm not sure that will be a voter apathy because Edo people are politically active. They know their rights and they know what to do. On our part, we have been so transparent in the system, right from the continuous voters registration. INEC has been transparent, and the people of Edo State came out en masse to register for the exercise. So there is not pessimistic at all that they will not come. I'm positive that they will come because the Edo people are educated and enlightened.